Good afternoon, fans, and welcome to Bentley University's grass field, home of the Falcons. Today's Northeast 10 Conference semifinal matchup features the Adelphi University Panthers and your Bentley University Falcons. Bentley University, the Northeast 10, and the NCAA promote good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and fans. We request your cooperation in supporting the student athletes and officials in a positive manner. Profanity, derogatory comments, or other intimidating actions directed at athletes, officials, team representatives, or other fans will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal. Thank you. And now for the introduction of the players. First, to the visiting Panthers of Adelphi. A senior, number 2, Andrea Farinella. A senior, number 3, Joe Blackton. A junior, number 5, Augustin Soldo. A sophomore, number 6, Eric Landau. A sophomore, number 7, Matthew Murphy. A senior, number 8, Sam Nolan. A senior, number 13, Andrew Watson. A sophomore, number 15, Ryan Holt. A graduate student, number 17, Stephen Betts. A graduate student, number 19, Lucas Nicolau. And a senior, number 23, Alessio Consoli. The Panthers are under the direction of Coach Gary Brook, who is assisted by Christian Vasquez, Hector Monti, and Alan Martinez. And now, the starting lineup for your Bentley University Falcons. A graduate student from Kensington, New Hampshire, number 1, Cam Hall. A senior from Pawcatuck, Connecticut, number 5, Wynn Hammond. A sophomore from Phoenix, Arizona, number 7, Logan Valoria. A senior from Northeastern Mass, number 8, Michael Heichel. A junior from Dorado, Puerto Rico, number 10, Antonio Santos. A junior from Williston, Vermont, number 11, Zach Spitznagel. A graduate student from Melrose, Mass, number 12, Lucas Drahos. A senior from Burlington, Mass, number 21, Luke Molenhauer. A freshman from Bouva, France, number 23, Matthew Page. A junior from Munson, Mass, number 27, Michael Govin. And a senior from Ledyard, Connecticut, number 34, Damon Pollard. Your Falcons are headed by Coach Gary Crompton, who is assisted by Toomey Kiguchi and David Price. Fans, at this time, please rise if you are able and remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem.
Excitement is in the air. It is win or go home this afternoon at Bentley Soccer Field in Waltham, Massachusetts. It's the NE10 semifinals between Bentley and Adelphi. Good afternoon, everyone. Rich Rosa with you. This is a presentation of NE10 postseason soccer on FloCollege. Bentley, the 2025 regular season champ, winning their first regular season title since 1995, getting the first round bye. Adelphi coming off a 4-2 win over Southern Connecticut State on Saturday at home in Garden City, New York. And the NE10 awards came out just a couple of days ago. Cam Hall, the goalkeeper, NE10 Goalkeeper of the Year. Mike Heichel, the senior captain, NE10 Player of the Year. Luke Mullenhauer, NE10 Defensive Player of the Year. And head coach Gary Crompton, NE10 Coach of the Year. His second NE10 Coach of the Year award in the last 3 years. Adelphi coming into this match 9-5-3. Bentley ranked 11th in the country, 11-1-3. The Panthers in the NE10 semifinals for the 8th time in program history, and Bentley in the NE10 semifinals for the 15th time in program history, their first since 2017. Just the third all-time meeting between these two teams in the postseason. These two teams faced off on this same field just 2.5 weeks ago, the match ending in a 1-1 draw as both teams on the pitch, Bentley in their huddle, as we get set for the NE10 semifinals. One team 90 minutes away from punching their ticket to the 2025 NE10 Championship, which will be on Saturday. If Bentley wins, it will be here in Waltham, Massachusetts. Adelphi, led by head coach Gary Book in his 8th season with the Panthers. In his first season at the helm, Adelphi won the NE10 Championship in 2018. And the Panthers, under Coach Book, are looking for their second NE10 championship. We are underway from Bentley Soccer Field. This is a Panthers team that is dealing with a lot of injuries. Spoke to Coach Book yesterday, and a lot of guys were getting treatment over the last few days to get ready for today's match. Let's take a look at the starting lineups for both teams. Let's start with Adelphi. In net, it's Andrea Farinella, the senior goalkeeper from Franklin Square, New York, who made 2 saves in the 1-1 draw against Bentley on October 25th. Andrew Watson, Lucas Nicolo. The defenders, midfield, Joe Blackton, Augustin Soto, Eric Lando, Sam Nolan, and Stephen Betts. And the forwards, Matt Murphy, Ryan Holt, and Alessio Consoli. For Bentley, in net, it's the NE10 Goalkeeper of the Year, Cam Hall. Wynn Hammond, Luke Mullenhauer, Matthew Page, and Mike Govan, the defenders. Midfield, Logan Valoria, Mike Heichel, and Zach Spitznagel. And the forwards, Lucas Drahos, Antonio Santos, and Damon Pollard. Damon Pollard, Logan Valoria, and Mike Heichel did not play in the regular season finale against Post last week. This is their first match in 11 days. Rust might be a factor for the Falcons. Getting that first round bye, the Panthers playing in the NE10 quarterfinals on Saturday against Southern Connecticut State. Joseph Blackton, Matt Murphy, and Rory Duggan scored goals for the Panthers, and then they had an own goal. A long ball sent in the attacking zone. Betts puts on the brakes. He shoots. It's blocked by the NE10 Defensive Player of the Year, Luke Mullenhauer. And a corner kick early in the first half, just 2 minutes in, and it goes to the Panthers. Adelphi 3-3-1 on the road this season. They were ranked 23rd in the country just 2 weeks ago, but with a loss to Franklin Pierce, they are no longer ranked. A header by Soto. It's over the net. And a goal kick. Bentley this season at home, 6-1-2. Their only loss of the season, it came against Holy Family on September 13th. 2-1 was the final. Here's Mullenhauer, puts on the brakes and finds Heichel. Heichel, the NE10 Player of the Year, coming into this match. 5 game-winning goals, tied for the most in the NE10 with Southern New Hampshire forward Martin Fuentes. Panthers clear it past midfield. It rolls out of bounds. It's a Falcon throw-in. Bentley looking for their first win against Adelphi since the 2017 NE10 quarterfinals. The Falcons won 2-1 in that match, scoring 2 goals in the second half in Garden City. And in that season, the Falcons made all the way to the NE10 championship. They end up losing to Merrimack. For Adelphi, third time in the last 4 years in the semifinals. They're trying to reach the NE10 championship for the first time since 2018. 3 trips to the finals in program history and winning in 2016 and 2018. Mullenhauer sends the ball near the box, and it's cleared away by Blackton. Blackton again sends the ball to midfield out of bounds. It's a Falcons throw-in. Hammond throws it in, finds Heichel. Heichel gets bumped by Nolan. Sam Nolan, the senior midfielder for the Panthers from England. NE10 all-conference second team. Drahos looking for space, and it's taken away by Watson, the senior captain from West Sayville, New York. 2022 NE10 all-rookie team. He has starred in 16 matches this season. Head coach Gary Crompton of Bentley in his 18th season with the Falcons. He has led his team to the playoffs this year for the 13th time under his tenure. And he's won his second NE10 Coach of the Year award in the last 3 years. Watson gets knocked down by Valoria. And a free kick for the Panthers. Watson sends a ball near the box, headed away by Mullenhauer. Kept alive by Holt. Adelphi keeps it alive. It goes back to Murphy. And it's off the foot of Mike Govin. NE10 all-conference third team this year. Team high and league leading 7 assists as Hall bobbles it but covers. Govin, 7 assists on the year. He scored a goal. His only goal of the season. It came against Southern New Hampshire. And a throw-in for Adelphi on the far side of the pitch. Falcons get it back and trying to clear. Pollard has a lot of room in front of him, looking for his options, finds Valoria at the center circle, and Valoria works it back to Mullenhauer. Mullenhauer begins the rush at the center circle. Short pass, Spitznagel. Over to Drahos. Drahos looking for a cross. It's blocked by Nicolo. And Bentley has their first corner of the afternoon. Logan Valoria will take the corner kick for Bentley. NE10 all-conference first team this year. He made the NE10 all-rookie team last year. A big jump for the sophomore midfielder from Phoenix, Arizona. Valoria, low kick into the box. It's deflected off Heichel, cleared to the top of the attacking zone. Falcons can reset. Govin over to Heichel. Heichel looking for space, sends it in front, looking for Drahos, and cleared away by Nolan. Out of bounds. It's a Bentley throw-in. 8 minutes have gone by in the first half. Scoreless between Bentley and Adelphi in the NE10 semifinals. If you're just joining us here on FloCollege, Bentley's last win against the Panthers came in the NE10 quarterfinals in 2017. These two teams played just 2.5 weeks ago at Bentley Soccer Field. The match ended in a 1-1 draw. Andrea Farinella, the senior goalkeeper from Franklin Square, New York, made 2 saves. Cam Hall, one of the other captains for the Falcons, the grad student from Kensington, New Hampshire. He made the NE10 second team last year, and now NE10 goalkeeper of the year. He placed second last year in goalkeeping rankings in the NE10. And he was also named NE10 All-Conference First Team. Valoria on the rush for the Falcons. Gets it knocked off his foot by Soto, and he tries to clear, but it goes to Santos. Santos with Valoria, and Watson knocks him down. And Valoria, a little shaken up, gets up on his own power. But the first free kick for Bentley. No card given. Coach Crompton wanting one. Bentley has not scored a postseason goal in this decade. Will that change today? Valoria into the box, and it's headed away by Holt. Hammond couldn't get to it, taken away by Blackton. Blackton, a great pass to Holt. Holt shoots, stopped by Hall, and he falls on it. The first big chance of the afternoon, it goes to Adelphi, and Cam Hall, the NE10 goalkeeper of the year, comes up to make the stop using his body. Joe Blackton on the rush, found a wide open Ryan Holt. Mollenhauer sends the ball to midfield, handled by Santos. Santos looking for space, and it's taken away by Betts. Lando trying to send into the box. It's blocked by Mollenhauer. Second block from Mollenhauer in the first half. And Valoria goes down at the Bentley bench. Falcons keep it. Hall finds Mollenhauer. And Bentley can reset with Pollard. Mollenhauer, long cross pass, Hammond. Pollard working on Blackton. Falcons 28 goals this season, 4th most in the NE10. And Pollard's pass just out of the reach of Page. Adelphi throw-in. The Falcons have the best defense in the NE10, only 10 goals allowed, the fewest. Valoria on the rush, and a great sliding tackle by Nicolo. Sent long by Betts. Past midfield. Govin in a battle with Consoli. And the refs say Bentley ball. The winner of this game will play Franklin Pierce and Southern New Hampshire in the NE10 championship. Franklin Pierce and SNU playing at 7 p.m. tonight in Manchester, New Hampshire. And a lot of great storylines for that match. The fourth meeting in the postseason between those two teams in the last 5 years. Franklin Pierce winning the last 3 meetings, and in 2 of those matches, the game went into extra time. Franklin Pierce and Southern New Hampshire, the last meeting came in 2023 in the NE10 championship, where Franklin Pierce won on their home field in PKs. Spitznagel trying to handle it, knocks down Nolan, and a foul is called on Spitznagel. So a free kick for the Panthers. 43 degrees this afternoon. Wind playing a factor. Alessio Consoli near the ball. Now he runs. Betts sends it into the box. Off target. And another goal kick coming up. Hall, just a short pass. Santos gets it safely to Mullenhauer. Kept alive by Drahos. Sent back into the attacking zone by Watson. Falcons clear it. Valoria settles it down. Surveying his options. Working on Nicolo. Valoria gets by him. And it's taken away by the Panthers. It's Nolan again. Kept alive by Govin. Consoli sends a ball to the midfield. It just goes past Page. Hammond being chased by Holt. Holt had that early chance for the Panthers. Cam Hall way out of his net. Mullenhauer has it at the center circle. Mullenhauer over to Drahos. Couldn't settle it. Taken away by Watson. The ball rolls back to Mullenhauer. And stepping in front of his pass, it's Nolan. Pollard looking for Drahos a little bit behind him. And the Panthers can reset with Betts. Betts clears it to midfield. It's out of bounds. Looking for Murphy. Bentley throwing. Hammond finds Mullenhauer. 15 minutes have gone by in the first half, scoreless between Bentley and Adelphi. Both these teams trying to punch their ticket to the NE10 championship, which will be played on Saturday. Hammond gets away from Murphy. Finds Pollard. It goes off his foot. And the refs say it was last touched by Joe Blackton, the senior midfielder from West Islip, New York. Had his first career goal with the Panthers in the NE10 quarterfinals on Saturday against Southern Connecticut State. He came off the bench in 2023 and 2024, and he's been one of the main starters in 2025. Head coach Gary Book of Adelphi said, the regular season match between us and Bentley, we knew what we were going to expect. It was going to be a highly skilled team we were going up against, and they've come up big so many times throughout the season. He was alluding to Bentley getting wins over Southern New Hampshire and Franklin Pierce. He also said Bentley is a more mature team and they are playoff ready. Consoli shoots. It's blocked by Pollard. The ball kept alive in the box. It goes off Holt. But so far, Coach Book's squad playing very well against the number 1 team in the NE10. Falcons ranked 11th in the country. Their highest ranking of the season was 7 Blackton works it back. That's Nicolo and Watson, the two defenders for the Panthers. Adelphi going with a 2-5-3 formation. They want as many opportunities as possible to get shots on the NE10 Goalkeeper of the Year, Cam Hall. Hammond sends a ball into the attacking zone, and it's cleared away back to midfield by the Panthers. Hammond finds Santos. Santos being chased, and it's taken away by Holt. Santos knocks him down, and it's a Bentley throw-in. Mollenhauer sets up the offense for the Falcons. Mollenhauer into the box. Pollard settles it. Finds Spitznagel. Spitznagel finds Govin. Govin, heavy pressure, and it's taken away by Soto. Sends it back to Betts. Betts, the graduate midfielder from Plainville, New York, sends it long. Holt working on Hammond, and he takes it away. Win Hammond, the senior defender from Pawcatuck, Connecticut, only one goal this year, but he's been stellar on the back line with Luke Mollenhauer. Throw in for the Panthers. Betts sends it in. It's off the head of Govin. Mollenhauer gets knocked down by Lando. Lando keeps it alive, and a stoppage. And the flag is up for offside. First offside call of the match. It goes to Adelphi. Since 2013, the Panthers have an 8-2-4 record against Bentley. Third all-time meeting between these two teams in the postseason. The last meeting in the postseason came last year in Garden City, New York, where the Panthers won 8-7 in PKs in the NE10 quarterfinals. The Falcons, their last win against the Panthers came in 2017 in Garden City in the 2017 NE10 quarterfinals. Page finds Pollard. Pollard gets knocked down. He gets tripped. That was Nicolo. And Pollard is shaken up. He has a brace on his right knee due to an injury he suffered earlier in the season. And Mollenhauer also has a brace. He was injured as well at the start of the year. So a free kick for the Falcons will be their second of the first half. Valoria, the free kick for the Falcons. He sends it into the box, and it's caught by Farinella. Andrea Farinella, the goals against average, 124 on the year. He's given up 19 goals. Some chaos in the attacking zone. Valoria takes it away. Going back to Farinella. 4 clean sheets on the year. And he has made, coming into this match, 60 saves. Drajos is clear. It's blocked by Soto, the junior midfielder from Spain. The transfer from Gannon. Gannon went to Garden City to take on Adelphi in September. Gannon at the time was receiving votes. Adelphi victorious 2-1. Farinella. Mollenhauer working on Holt. And a foul going against Mollenhauer. And he's not happy with the call, looking for an explanation. But no card given. Farinella, 8 wins as a goalkeeper this season for the Panthers. The Panthers have 4 goalkeepers on their roster, but Farinella has been the main guy. Header in the box, and it's knocked away by Spitznagel. Pollard clears. Draho's racing after it with Nolan, and it goes out of bounds. Cam Hall, 86% save percentage, best percentage in the NE10. He has 7 clean sheets, tied for the most in the conference, and he has 11 wins. He was a runner-up for NE10 Goalkeeper of the Year last year, and this year he gets the award. The transfer from UNH, he didn't play a single second with the Wildcats. Came to Bentley, and he's been the main guy ever since. Ever since he came to Waltham, he has starred every match for the blue and white. .22 minutes remaining in the first half. Mullenhauer slips, gets the ball back, working on Soto, and Valoria gets the ball knocked off his foot. Holt being harassed by Santos. Holt puts on the brakes, finds Lando. Lando double teamed, looking for a cross. It's blocked by Govin. Valoria finds Heichel. Heichel keeps it alive. Watson trying to clear. It's blocked by Heichel, and it goes to Nicolo. Heichel gets knocked down by Soto, and a foul is called. No substitutions so far in this match. Hammond has a lot of room in front of him. Sends a ball into the box looking for Govin, and it's caught by Farinella. One shot on goal for the Panthers. Watson boots it out of bounds. Bentley throw-in. Final 20 minutes of the first half. And this match very similar to what it was like 2.5 weeks ago between these two teams. Bentley got the first goal, and then Zan Zuderwala got the equalizer for Adelphi. The sophomore forward from London, England. A player that comes off the bench. Consoli gets knocked down. And a tangle up with Govin. But play continues. The physicality is ramped up. Both these teams trying to get to the NE10 championship. Murphy finds Blackton. And it goes off his foot. Falcons take over. Murphy, another player for Adelphi that scored on Saturday in the NE10 quarterfinals. It was Murphy's second goal of the season, his first career playoff goal. And the throw-in for the Panthers on the far side. Blackton sends it in, kicked away by Hammond. Soto trying to set something up offensively. Falcons send it out of bounds. This time it goes off the foot of Eric Lando, the sophomore midfielder from Hamburg, Germany, transferred from California University in Pennsylvania. At his first career goal with the Panthers in the regular season finale on the road against Pace. And a shot on net off the foot of Nolan. Easy save by Cam Hall. He just rolls it out to Mullenhauer. Falcon mascot in attendance for today's NE10 semifinals. Falcons kick it back to Hall. The captain, Heichel, setting things up and doesn't like what he sees, and he goes back to Hall. Mullenhauer, back to Heichel, and all three captains in that sequence touch the ball. Hall, Mullenhauer, and Heichel. And all three of the captains for Bentley getting NE10 awards. Govan looking for a cross. That's Spitznagel. Page gets it back, looking for space, and it's blocked by the Panthers. Santos trying to settle it, and he gets tangled up. Blackton on the rush and gets hit by Hammond. The ball goes out of bounds. Panthers throw in. But a great clear by Sam Nolan, having command of the back line as well as playing at the midfield position. Throw in for Adelphi. In the attacking zone, Blackton throws it in. And it's cleared away by Heichel. Kept alive by Watson. He sends it into the box. Panthers trying to settle it. It goes to Soto. Soto over to Betts. Betts shoots. Caught by Hall. The Falcon defense not allowing the Panthers to get into the box cleanly. Panthers forced to take some difficult shots and a dangerous play. And it's going to be a corner kick. Hall saying he kept the ball in play. It's a miscommunication by the Falcons. Allows Adelphi to get their second corner kick of the first half. Alessio Consoli, the senior midfielder from Italy, will take the corner kick. Made the NE10 All-Conference second team for the second straight year. Consoli into the box, and it's knocked down by Heichel and cleared by the Falcons. Blackton couldn't settle it. Pollard has it. Pollard working on Blackton, trying to guide the ball forward to himself, and he knocks down Blackton. And it's going the other way. Pollard couldn't get a lot of separation on the senior midfielder from Long Island. Holt off his foot, gets it back, and he's pushed down by Heichel. Subs waiting to come on for both teams. For Bentley, it's Parker Higgins. And for Adelphi, it's Peter Agelis and Jad Abbas. Watson gets by Valoria. Hammond gets it back. His pass blocked by Watson. Pollard. And sent long by Spitznagel. Nicolo heads it out of bounds. Bentley throw in.
Subbing in for Adelphi, number 16, Jad Abbas. And number 18, Peter Agelis. And for your Falcons, number 18, Parker Higgins.
Matt Murphy and Ryan Holt take a seat for the Panthers. And Damon Pollard gets a breather for Bentley. Govan throws it in for the Falcons. Headed away by Betts. Agelis just checked in for the Panthers, has it in the attacking zone, working on Govan. Slips, and it's taken away by Heichel. Hammond finds Valoria, over to Higgins. Spitznagel works his way across the circle. Santos trying to cross it. Finds Spitznagel. He gets knocked down in the box. No foul called. Kept alive by the Falcons. Govan. A long shot by Valoria. It's over the net. And the Falcons looking for an explanation as Spitznagel was knocked down in the box. And Zane Sudarwala comes in for the Panthers, replacing Alessio Consoli. Sudarwala scored the equalizer for Adelphi, 2.5 weeks ago against the Falcons, a match that ended in a 1-1 draw. Nolan clears it off the foot of Hammond, gets it safely to Mullenhauer, who works it back to Hall. 12 minutes remaining in the first half, scoreless between Bentley and Adelphi, if you're just joining us here on FloCollege. NE10 semifinals action at Bentley Soccer Field. The winner going to face off against Franklin Pierce or Southern New Hampshire in the NE10 championship on Saturday. Higgins lost it and cleared by Blackton. Hall out of his net. Settles it. Short pass to Mullenhauer. Mullenhauer off the foot of Santos. Govan working on Zudarella. Heichel finds Hammond. Sudarwala, the sophomore forward from London, England. His 11th game off the bench this season. Here's a chance for the Falcons. Page, a shot and a save by Farinella. The first quality chance for the Falcons, and both goalkeepers in this match have stood tall.
And for the Falcons, number 2, Owen McKinnon. And number 20, Finn Bride.
Luca Bose, the senior captain for Adelphi, comes in, replacing Eric Lando, and Owen McKinnon and Finn Bride check in for the Falcons. Zach Spitznagel and Lucas Drahos take a seat. Another corner kick for the Falcons, their third. Here's a chance for Mullenhauer. It just goes off his head and cleared by the Panthers, and a stoppage. It just skimmed off Mullenhauer's head. Couldn't get his balance to poke it past Farinella. For Finn Bride, sophomore forward from Westwood, Massachusetts, a goal and assist this year. Made the NE10 All-Rookie team. Here's a chance for Bride. Bride across, and it's just wide off the foot of Higgins. And we have a Panther shaken up. That is the captain, Andrew Watson. But Finn Bride had a lot of room in front of him. Found Higgins cutting toward the net and couldn't settle the rolling ball, and it just wide. For Parker Higgins, he had a goal against Southern New Hampshire and Assumption, both those goals at home. And against Southern New Hampshire, that gave the Falcons the lead with 2.5 minutes remaining in the match, and that was the upset at the time where Southern New Hampshire was ranked 2nd in the country. Right now, the Penmen are ranked 6th, Falcons are ranked 11th, and Franklin Pierce, yesterday with the new rankings coming out, ranked 22nd. Farinella, his kick goes high in the air. Santos couldn't settle it, and taken away by Betts. Betts sends it into the attacking zone, headed away by Mullenhauer. Govan loses his balance, gets the ball back, and finds Hammond. Santos at the center circle, gets knocked down by Betts. Final 9 minutes of half number 1, and a free kick for Bentley. Hammond. Valoria losing his balance, and Nolan is shaken up. 3 shots on goal for the Panthers, only 1 for the Falcons. 3 corner kicks for Bentley, 2 for Adelphi. Now a free kick for the Panthers. Nicolo sends it long, headed by Govin. Bride off the foot of Watson, out of bounds. Falcon throw in, Govin a quick throw in, and it's headed out of bounds by Nicolo as Heichel had a step on him. Falcon setting up in the box. Govin, a long throw, looking for a header. It's punched away by Farinella. Santos couldn't settle it, and the Panthers clear to the center circle. Page sends it long, over the head of Valoria. Blackton clears for Adelphi. Hammond gets it back, sends it to the middle of the field, off the head of Higgins, looking for Bride, and it's cleared by Nicolo. McKinnon keeps it alive for the Falcons. Valoria. Now Page. Bride trying to go to Santos, taken away by Soto. Betts has a lot of room in front of him. Sends the ball past midfield. It goes right to Mullenhauer. Higgins over to Heichel. Trying to go back to Higgins. And stepping in front of the pass was Nolan. Another free kick for Adelphi. Nolan sends a ball into the box. It's loose. Zuderwala shot is off target. Zuderwala, sophomore forward from London. He scored his first career goal against the Falcons. Mullenhauer looking for Valoria. It's headed away by Blackton. Blackton gets the ball to Agelis. Watson surveying and sends into the attacking zone. Suterwala gets by Govin, takes a bump from Hammond, and it's a goal kick. Approaching the final 5 minutes of the first half, scoreless between Bentley and Adelphi. If you're just joining us here on FloCollege. A freezing afternoon in Waltham, Massachusetts. One of these teams 50 minutes away from punching their ticket to the NE10 championship. Watson clears to midfield. Panthers trying to get something going offensively with Agelis. Ball sent into the attacking zone. Nolan puts on the brakes. It's worked back to Blackton. Blackton fires. It's blocked by Higgins. Page sells it down and finds Hammond. Higgins working on Nolan. The Falcons taking their time. Govin has to get to Valoria. Mullenhauer clears it. McKinnon keeps it alive. Over the head of Bride. Nicolo sends a ball into the attacking zone. Out of bounds. It's a Bentley throw-in with 4:10 to go in the first half. Heichel works it back to Hammond. Bride back to Hammond. Hammond sends it long, looking for Valoria. It's off his foot and taken away by the Panthers. And the Falcons, and we have a stoppage. The Falcon player down on the far side of the pitch.
Actually, he is. He just got it. Wait, I think he's on the team. Mark.
And the athletic trainer being sent out.
So should I go draw another person?
Trying to see who that is on the far side. It looks to be, it's Mike Govin, who's shaken up. With 3:18 remaining in the first half. And we'll step aside for an injury timeout on FloCollege. Welcome back to Bentley Soccer Field. That was Matthew Page, the graduate defender from France, that was down for the Falcons. Athletic trainer had to be sent out. Head coach Gary Crompton checking on his player. Page walking off on his own power.
He's in the stands. He's not playing at all this year because he's hurt. So he can win.
Page getting tangled up on the far side of the field. It'll be a Panther throw-in.
So again for Adelphi, number 28, Richard DeBrossi. And for the Falcons, number 17, Lucas Montero.
Lucas Montero will come in for the Falcons, replacing Matthew Page. And for Adelphi, Richard DeBros comes in for the Panthers, replacing Peter Agelis. Ball sent to the attacking zone. Hammond working on DeBros. Govin. And he hits it off Abyss. Falcon throw-in. 3 minutes remaining in the first half. A long throw. Trying to clear it, Nicolo. Bentley will throw it in. It'll be Govin, the junior defender from Munson, Massachusetts. 7 assists on the year. Most on the team and most in the NE10. Blackton gets by Montero, gets by Heichel, and Mullenhauer clears it out of harm's way. Settled down by Zuderwalla. Zuderwalla, one-touch pass. Betts sent in front. And a corner kick coming up for the Panthers with 2 minutes remaining. Corner kick number 3 for Adelphi in the first half. Soto and Nolan near the ball. Soto sends the ball into the box. It's off the head of Hammond. And the refs say Goal kick. Cam Hall. Short pass to Mollenhauer. Being chased by DeBross. Sends it back to Hall, and he works it on the far side of the pitch to Hammond. 1 minute remaining. Heavy pressure by the Panthers. Hall trying to clear. DeBross and Nolan applying the pressure. Mollenhauer on the rush. Has a lot of room in front of him. Sends the ball into the attacking zone. Head away by Nicolo. And the Falcons kick it back to Hall. 30 seconds remaining. Hammond boots it. Looking for Bride. Off the foot of Betts. Hammond can't keep it in play. Adelphi throw-in. Blackton throws it in. Final 10 seconds. Hammond clears it. Kept alive by Nicolo. And that does it for the first half between Bentley and Adelphi. Scoreless at halftime. And we'll step aside here on FloCollege. One of these teams 45 minutes away from punching their ticket to the NE10 championship. We'll see who scores the first goal in the second half. We'll be back in about 13 minutes.
The beauty of business is its ability to solve human problems and to bring those solutions to scale. And it's that scale that really does make the world a better place. Bentley University is uniquely positioned to prepare students for a 21st century marketplace. The intersection of business and the arts and science is where magic can occur. That's what we do. That's what we bring to the table. And that's the difference at Bentley.
Good business. Two words that don't always go together, except at one place where they've lived in harmony for over a century, Bentley University. Here, we believe good business is making a profit and having a purpose. It's using artificial intelligence with human intelligence. It's being a force in the classroom and a force in the world. And it's building generational wealth and making an impact for generations to come. Bentley University. It's just good business.
Early on, I knew I wanted to pursue a business degree, and Bentley was a natural choice outside of a few other schools in the area, but getting accepted to Bentley and then being able to have the opportunity to be a student athlete as well was just something I could not pass up. The academics were very good, the weight of the degree. Everybody says very good things about Bentley after you graduate. But then the social experiences on top of that, I've made so many lifelong friends at Bentley that I talk to every day that are still very close in my life, several of whom are going to be groomsmen for myself and my wedding. So I honestly couldn't trade that experience for the world, and think that the social environment, the academic strength of Bentley itself, along with everything that the Waltham and Greater Boston area has to offer, is just unparalleled.
The two reasons why I picked Bentley, I kind of have two different silos for it. One is like the background and the pedigree of Bentley, right? And that's really going to be determined by like
I had my first child, my fourth child, and I was asked to come coach at Bentley, and I said, I can't, I have a baby. And he said, bring him, and he never left. So it was family. All my children came through there with me, came to practice with me, and everybody embraced all that we were. And then all of these swimmers who have come through have been
I was looking for a university that was going to allow me to be a student athlete and so allow me to follow my passion for running through my college years as well as prepare me for the future. Bentley checked all those boxes. So Bentley is a top business school, state-of-the-art campus, great professors, faculty.
Is meant to me, it's been about the relationships that I've built here over the past 25 years, 4 of a student, 21 years as a staff member, the people that I've become close with, my classmates, the players, the staff members on campus, the professors here on campus. Everyone's been amazing and has made a tremendous impact on my life.
One thing I try to embrace is the process.
You have to embrace where you are.
Embracing each other.
The competitive nature of this conference.
I think you need to embrace the pressure.
Pressure is a privilege. Billie Jean King, tennis player.
You have to embrace the fact that you have to make the time work.
I think you have to embrace the uphill battle of it.
The hard work and the grit, you have to have that, but like the memories that you build as a student athlete.
If you embrace the hard, then the good is just going to come your way.
It's easy to work hard at something when it's fun to you.
You've got to embrace all of it.
We want to embrace change.
Don't let change scare you off.
It's really about embracing who you become.
The relationships we get to build and how those can transform us.
You don't grow as a person if you don't step outside of your comfort zone.
You need to embrace the opportunities to be more than.
You have to embrace that you are like a whole human.
You'll have an opportunity to get it all done.
You have to really embrace being a student athlete.
You have to embrace all that comes with college athletics.
I do think there is something about coming to school in the Northeast that is just unlike attending a university in any other part of the country. I grew up in California, and I would think of, brick buildings, granite steps.
Love Worcester. It's my favorite. I have been quoted as saying it's the best city in America, and I stand by that. I love the city. It really is. It's the second largest city in New England.
I'm a big believer in Boston. I love Boston. It's a thriving, it's a unique, thriving community.
We're located in an amazing city that's fun and vibrant. You can have everything you want in terms of food and you name it, right on Moody Street. And our campus is located, 10 miles from Boston.
We're 30 minutes from Hartford, 90 minutes from Boston. You can get to New York City in 2.5 hours.
35 minutes without traffic to, the biggest cities in the world.
Who doesn't want to be near New York City?
New Haven is amazing. Like the sites, everything is all in one place. Like the downtown New Haven, I love going down there. The food, obviously, although it's not better than New York pizza, I think the pizza is amazing.
The Big E. People come for the Big E. We have Six Flags.
Being recruited other places, I stepped on this campus. I knew it was home. The setting is beautiful. I mean, you got the lake, you got the mountains.
I love nature, so having a mountain here and looking at it every day, don't get tired of it.
It's the quintessential New England community with the oldest building being built
in probably 2010. So, every building is brand new.
Unreal facilities here at Southern New Hampshire it's a privilege, and it makes you want to come here every day and train.
It's amazing academics. It's top-notch competition. It's located in one of the coolest places in the country, and you're surrounded by great people. This is a destination school for that's how we describe it.
And this will be my 14th season, which I can't wrap my head around because I love it here.
We just completed the first year of the Bentley women's golf team. It was a really cool experience being able to be on the team the first year. I mean, we made history here at Bentley. That's something that doesn't happen very often. Being a student athlete here at Bentley is not that easy. There were times when our team would be traveling, then I'd have to bring my backpack with me and be doing homework in the hotel room until midnight when I'd have a 9 a.m. tea time the next day. But I think it comes down to two things. One, being able to have a strict schedule, and two, having time management skills. There's a time for golf. I think there's a time for school. And then I think amongst those two things, there's also a time to have a social life. The Bentley Athletics Department is a great group of people. A lot of them actually went to Bentley, so they were in our shoes. They understand the demand of being a student athlete. They're really good about balancing academics and athletics, so it wasn't like I had to put all of my time and all of my effort into golf. I could focus on school as well. I couldn't say enough good things about Bentley. I stepped foot on campus and immediately just fell in love with it. There are so many other things that Bentley offers as well that can make anyone's experience here, nothing short of the best. I'm involved in the women's leadership program, and I'm also in a sorority, and then being on the golf team too. I think there are just so many things that Bentley has to offer to make this place feel like home for so many different people. I'm learning from my teammates, but then I'm also learning from my classmates in the classroom. We're all mentors for each other. So I think at the end of the day, it just comes down to who you surround yourself with. But, I'm trying to be a better player on the course, and I'm also trying to be a better student in the classroom.
Welcome back to Bentley Soccer Field in Waltham, Massachusetts. NE10 postseason men's soccer on FloCollege. Rich Rosa with you. We are underway for the second half between Bentley and Adelphi. We are 45 minutes away from determining who will head to the NE10 championship on Saturday. Let's take a look at some first half stats. 3 shots on goal for the Panthers, only 1 for the Falcons. No cards. 2 offside calls going against Adelphi. Cam Hall has made 3 saves, only 1 save for Andrea Farinella. Holt, and it's cleared by Govan. Panthers keep it alive with Nolan, and a great sliding tackle by Page, who is back in the match. He was helped off due to injury, getting some attention by the athletic training staff in the first half. Hall just rolls it out to Hammond, and a steal by Nolan, and a clear by Hammond, and a penalty, a foul going against the Falcons, and a yellow card given to Win Hammond. Ref was pointing in the direction of Win Hammond. So a free kick to the Panthers, an early foul by the Falcons. Not even 2 minutes into the second half. So a free kick for the Panthers, trying to score the game's first goal. Nolan the free kick and just misses the net. Would have been his first career playoff goal. Hall, just a short kick to Hammond, who just got the yellow card for the Falcons. Sends the ball into the attacking zone, cut off by Soto, as he was looking for Valoria. Lando goes down. Nicolo, short pass, intercepted. Drahos over to Pollard. Pollard has a lot of room in front of him, finds Valoria. Valoria working on Blackton. Valoria looking for space, sends the ball into the box, and it's headed down by the Panthers. Spitznagel a chance, it's blocked, and a chance by Govan blocked by Betts. Kept alive by Govan. He holds it at the line, but the flag is up for offside. First offside call on the Falcons this afternoon. Both teams had chances in the first half. Panthers have it on the far side of the pitch. Ball sent long, looking for Murphy. Taken away by Page. Page heads it away. Nolan gets it back. Nolan spin moves. Works it back to Blackton. Blackton working on Pollard. Blackton sends it to Lando and taken away by Hammond. He gets knocked down by Nolan. Soto trying to settle it. Hammond lost it, and he held Holt right at the top of the box. Foul going against Hammond. And that would be his second yellow card. But maybe that first yellow card on Bentley might have went to someone else. But as it stands right now, that was Win Hammond's first yellow card and a free kick for Adelphi. So 2 yellow cards, not even 5 minutes in to the second half for Bentley. And another goal opportunity for the Panthers to score the first goal. Nolan, the free kick. He does it again. He shoots. It's blocked off the head of Mollenhauer. The NE10 Defensive Player of the Year steps up big, and it's a corner kick for Adelphi. Sam Nolan's first free kick just missed the net, and this second attempt blocked by Mollenhauer. Corner kick for Adelphi. Nolan sends it into the box. It's loose in front. Headed around. Mollenhauer heads it. Kept alive by Nicolo. And then the ball goes over the net. So a goal kick. And the Panthers, 2 golden opportunities on the free kick. Less than 5 minutes in. Hall boots it. High in the air. Off the head of Spitznagel. Holt looking for space. Spitznagel knocks him down. Another free kick for the Panthers. 3-3-1 on the road this season. Falcons, their only loss of the season came at home on September 13th against Holy Family. Adelphi trying to get back to the NE10 championship for the first time since 2018. Soto sends a ball into the box, headed away by Mollenhauer. He has gotten a lot of touches on the back line this afternoon. And it's a throw-in for the Panthers on the far side of the pitch. Quick throw into the box. It's over the head of Nicolo and cleared by the Falcons. Drahos trying to handle it. It goes off Watson. Bentley throw-in. A little over 5 minutes have gone by in the second half. Scoreless between Bentley and Adelphi, if you're just joining us here on FloCollege. Valoria works it back to Govin. Drahos over to Santos. Santos looking for space. Drops it off for Valoria. Back to Santos. Now Valoria. Valoria looking for space. Couldn't get it to Santos, and it's cleared by Soto. Throw in for Bentley at their bench. Hammond over the head of Pollard, and Blackton heads it out of bounds. Page finds Hammond. Hammond gets it back to Page. Pollard over to Heichel. Heichel sends it on the far side of the pitch. Govin racing after it. Govin guides it to himself into the box. Valoria couldn't get enough on it. Santos, it's loose. They score! Lucas Drahos, his first career playoff goal, and it's Bentley's first postseason goal in this decade. It's 1-0. Lucas Drahos, a grad student from Melrose, Massachusetts. Did not play last year. Went away to Spain. Comes back this year. Tied for 4th in the NE10 with 16 points, and he has his first career playoff goal. It's Bentley's first postseason goal in this decade. Falcons season the last 3 years came to an end in the NE10 quarterfinals. They did not score a single goal in regulation. How do the Panthers respond? It's work to Murphy. Murphy working on Page. Page gets a foot on the ball. Murphy gets it back. A long shot by Soto. It's blocked. And a tangle up in the attacking zone. Antonio Santos and Logan Valoria, they both get an assist on the Drahos goal. And another free kick opportunity for the Panthers, trying to tie the match. A lot of time left in the second half. Soto, the free kick, it's blocked. Another chance. Off target. Another throw in for the Panthers. Hammond gets it to Valoria. Valoria gets knocked down from behind by Soto. And a foul is called. So a free kick for the Falcons. And a lot has happened in the second half so far. Not even 10 minutes in. A lot of free kick opportunities for the Panthers. Here's a chance for the Falcons. And a goal by Lucas Drahos, as Drahos got knocked down. Pollard looking for a cross. It's blocked. Getting a piece of it, Watson. Spitznagel trying to settle it. Page gets over to Santos. Consoli takes it away and finds Soto. Soto chips the ball forward. Betts sends it past midfield. Kicked back by Govin. Soto gets tangled up with Valoria. And Valoria not happy with the call. The Falcons are 35 minutes away from punching their ticket to the NE10 championship for the first time since 2017. Lucas Drahos gave the Falcons their first postseason goal in this decade for the Falcons. The Falcons winning the regular season championship this year for the first time in 30 years. And they have a chance to keep this magical run going and punch their ticket to Saturday. So a lot of time left for the Panthers to get the equalizer. Another corner kick on the far side. Ball sent into the box. It's caught by Hall. The NE10 goalkeeper of the year has stepped up big all season long when needed to, and he has 4 saves this afternoon. Govin over to Heichel, taken away by Betts. Betts sends the ball to the middle of the field off the foot of Holt. Holt gets it back. Holt being harassed by the senior captain Heichel. Murphy working on Page. Holt surveying his options. Watson. And now the Panthers working on the far side of the pitch. Ball sent into the box, headed away by Hammond. Spitznagel has it. It goes back to Watson at midfield. Nicolo. Blackton keeps it in. Blackton had a goal on Saturday in the NE10 quarterfinals against Southern Connecticut State. Farinella, just a short pass to Watson. Consoli Consoli working on Spitznagel. Ball sent long on the far side, now near side. It's Murphy. Soto in a battle with Valoria, taken away by Drahos. Valoria gets behind Nicolo, but the flag is up for offside and some extra curriculars. Nicolo knocking down Valoria. Second offside call on Bentley in this match. Nolan gets it over to Holt. His shot blocked by Page. And the refs say it's going to be a goal kick. Ryan Holt for the Panthers leads the team in goals with 6. NE10 all-rookie team and NE10 all-conference second team this year. Nicolo trying to head it. Santos can't handle it cleanly. Ball goes to Govin. Govin on the rush for the Falcons, trying to go back to Santos, taken away by Betts. Consoli trying to clear for the Panthers, being chased by Drahos. He sends it to midfield. Panthers on the rush. Ball sent near the box, head away by Page. Heichel has it at midfield for the Falcons. Valoria working on Holt, taken away by Blackton. Nolan can't get by Page, and Page is clear, goes off the foot of Nolan. Bentley throwing at the Panthers bench. Page headed down by Nicolo. Page gets it back. High kick to the center circle. Govin heads it, finds Santos. Santos couldn't settle it. Govin sends into the attacking zone. Santos couldn't get to it again. It's taken away by Watson. Watson sets things up for the Panthers as we approach the final 30 minutes of this match. Bentley has a 1-0 lead thanks to Lucas Drahos. Spitznagel kicks it to Hall. Hall, dangerous pass, finds Mullenhauer. And then the Falcons working on the far side of the pitch. Pollard finds Hammond, excuse me. Hammond has a lot of room in front of him. Sends into the attacking zone. Heichel gives chase with Blackton. Blackton goes down. And a foul is called on Heichel. Jad Abbas waiting on the sideline for Adelphi, the sophomore midfielder from Beirut, Lebanon. Page heads it. And it's going the other way. And Parker Higgins for Bentley waiting to come on. Saw both Higgins and Abbas check in the first half. Another free kick for the Panthers. Agustin Soto, the junior from Spain, will take the free kick. Soto, a high kick into the box, headed away by Hammond. Drahos trying to settle it, working on Blackton. Blackton kicks it in the air. Santos slips. Betts keeps it alive in the attacking zone. Headed forward by Lando. Govin clears it away from Holt. Panthers trying to get it back. Watson sends the ball past midfield. Valoria, it's over his head. Headed away by Blackton. Nolan finds Consoli. And Consoli kicks it back to Betts. Holt looking for space in the box. harassed by Mollenhauer. Holt goes down. Panthers still have it. Spitznagel gets the ball out of the scrum. Panthers want a foul as Holt went down. And now Parker Higgins and Jad Abbas come in. Mike Heichel takes a seat for the Falcons. Heichel, NE10 Player of the Year. And Bentley University had a great piece on him as the Panthers equalize. It's Augustin Soto. His second goal of the season. And we are tied at 1. So Soto has his first career playoff goal. And just 10 minutes later, after Lucas Draho scored, Adelphi ties it. Soto had his first career goal with the Panthers on October 29th against Bridgeport. This match very similar to 2.5 weeks ago. Bentley scores the first goal, Adelphi ties it, and the match on October 25th ended in a 1-1 draw. But now at postseason, if it remains tied, we'll have extra time. 27 minutes remaining in the second half. Game now tied at 1. Spitznagel sends it past midfield. No one there for Bentley. Nicolo works it back to Farinella. He sends it to midfield off the head of Higgins. Pollard heads it. Page finds Valoria. Valoria sells it down. Gets by Soto. Valoria looking for space. Working on Nicolo. Valoria gets tripped by Nicolo. No foul called. Nicolo clears it to midfield. Hammond heads it to Mollenhauer. Mollenhauer working on Holt. A sliding steal. Santos sends a ball into the attacking zone, headed down by Blackton, as he was looking for Valoria. Page gets a foot on it, finds Pollard. Pollard over to Valoria. Valoria working on Blackton. Valoria can't get by Soto. He clears it. Hammond settles it. Higgins finds Mollenhauer. Falcons can reset offensively. Drahos couldn't find Pollard as Drahos got by Watson. Page finds Valoria. Over to Santos. Santos works it back to Higgins. Ball behind him. Higgins gets to it. Valoria over to Hammond. Hammond sends into the attacking zone. Pollard has a step on Blackton. Pollard looking for space. He gets knocked down. It's loose. And the ball rolls to Farinella. Drahos was in front of the net, looking for separation, trying to get his second goal of the afternoon. Farinella drop kicks it, sends it past midfield. Spitznagel just out of his reach. Boost. Santos at the center circle for the Falcons. Gets the ball knocked off his foot. Higgins finds Mollenhauer. Mollenhauer has a lot of room in front of him. Finds Pollard. Pollard working on Blackton. Pollard puts on the brakes. Finds Govin. Govin. And a tackle in the box. That was Spitznagel that went down. Falcon bench can't believe it. Panthers will take over. Heichel and McKinnon waiting on the sideline for Bentley. DeBross for the Panthers. Farinella sends it on the far side. And Richard DeBrose comes in for the Panthers. And Mike Heichel and Owen McKinnon come in for Bentley, replacing Damon Pollard and Zach Spitznagel. Santos looking for space. Finds Higgins. Over to McKinnon. McKinnon launches off target. Another sub coming on for Adelphi. It's Zane Zuderwala. Zuderwala scored his first career goal against Bentley 2.5 weeks ago. Final 22 minutes of the second half. Game tied at 1. 22 minutes from determining a winner or extra time at Bentley Soccer Field. Mullenhauer. And he gets tangled up on the far side of the pitch. Falcons take over. He was in the battle with Sudarwala. Mullenhauer boots it to midfield. Off the head of Soto, who scored the game-tying goal. DeBrose finds Boast. Luca Boast, one of the senior captains for the Panthers. Betts lets it roll out of bounds. Panthers throw in. Over the head of Govin. McKinnon can't clear. Panthers get it back. Nolan, a great spin move on McKinnon. Looking for DeBrose. Hall out of his net and covers. But the flag up for offside. So the Falcons catch a break. Another offside call on the Panthers in this match. That's their third. Hammond being chased by DeBrose. Sends it long. Headed by Watson. Higgins gets it back for the Falcons. Over to Mullenhauer. Mullenhauer at the center circle. Finds Higgins. Higgins being chased. Hammond. Finds Valoria. Valoria working on Blackton. Final 20 minutes. Santos back to Valoria. Valoria looking for space. Spin moves. Breaks free. Valoria across. Looking for Higgins. It's just by him. Panthers have it in their zone. Watson gets it over to Nicolo. Farinella just works it back to Watson once again. Watson being chased by Higgins. Watson sends it long. Mullenhauer first one on it. Kicks it to Hall. Hall clears to midfield. Headed by the Panthers. McKinnon keeps it alive for the Falcons. Ball sent into the attacking zone. Farinella settles it in the box. Rolls it out to Watson. Watson sends a ball into the attacking zone. Hammond, Mullenhauer chasing after it. Mullenhauer looking for separation on Nolan. Mullenhauer clears. Santos trying to settle it. Higgins gets away from a Panther defender. Heichel at the center circle. Over to Valoria. Valoria settles the ball. Working on Blackton. Heichel again. Back to Valoria. Valoria into the box. Finds Drahos. Drahos settles. Trying to get by Watson. Out of bounds. And it's a corner kick for Bentley. With 17 and a half minutes remaining, Falcons have a chance to regain the lead. Valoria will take the corner kick for Bentley. Falcons set up in front of the net. Valoria, the corner kick, into the box. It's off the head. It's loose, and it's just over the net. It first went off the head of Higgins. It trickled in front of the net. And then a chance by the Falcons deflected off a Panther defender, and the ball went over the net. Another corner kick for the Falcons. Valoria this time, short pass to Page. Back to Valoria. Valoria slips. Valoria gets it back with his foot. Valoria looking for space. Shoots. It's loose. Looking for Bride. Bride looking for separation. Knocks down Nicolo. And the Panthers take over. Clock continues to run. And while we have it, we'll remind fans the other NE10 semifinals match is in prime time tonight in Manchester, New Hampshire between Franklin Pierce and Southern New Hampshire. The fourth meeting between those two teams in the last 5 years in the postseason. McKinnon lost the ball, taken away by Boast. Boast. McKinnon gets it back. McKinnon trying to settle it. Kicks it to midfield. Higgins gets it over to Bride. Bride couldn't handle the ball cleanly. And the Panthers send the ball back into the Falcon zone. Hall out of his net and lets the ball get to him. Rolls it out to Mullenhauer. DeBrose chasing. Mullenhauer has to stop. Kicks it back to Hall. Mullenhauer has a lot of room in front of him. Sends the ball into the attacking zone. Headed away by Nicolo. Govin trying to get by Sudarwala. Panthers take over. Final 15 minutes of the second half. The next goal could be the game winner. Mike Heichel, 5 game winners this year. Tied for the most in the NE10 with Southern New Hampshire forward Martin Fuentes. Bentley thrown on the far side of the field. And Saul Cardarzo waiting to come on for the Panthers. The junior midfielder from West Hempstead, New York. Luca Boast takes a seat. 14:01 to go. Panthers throw it in. It's off the head of Govin. Hammond, being chased by DeBrose, gets away to Govin. Santos keeps in play. Turnover. Nolan looking for DeBrose. Falcons take over. Thirteen and a half minutes away from extra time between Bentley and Adelphi. Page settles it. Gets the ball out of harm's way. Watson kicks it. Goes back to Page. Page over to Mullenhauer. Mullenhauer finds Santos. Santos, heavy pressure by Betts. Santos kicks the ball back to Govin. Looking for Higgins. Lost it. Soto. Watson gets it over to Farinella. Farinella kicks it. Santos retrieves it. Santos. Govin gets tripped by Nicolo. Play continues. Nicolo clears it all the way down. Hall settles it in the box. Short pass to Hammond. Hammond. Cross pass. Mullenhauer. Mullenhauer has a lot of room in front of him. Surveying his options. Sends a ball into the attacking zone. Bride working on Watson. Bride looking for space. Gets the ball into the box. Cleared away by Nicolo. McKinnon gets the ball back to Hammond. 12 minutes remaining in the second half. Hammond over to Valoria. Valoria handles it cleanly. Gets it back to McKinnon. Over to Higgins. Valoria setting up his options. Santos back to Valoria. Over to Mullenhauer. Valoria on the rush for the Falcons. Valoria looking for space. Gets into the box. Has some room. Gets tripped. Panthers trying to clear, and they do. Hammond heads it back into the attacking zone. Mullenhauer finds Govin. Looking for Bride, headed away by the Panthers. Abbas drops it back for Blackton. Blackton sends it. Abbas on the run. Hammond gets to it. Hall goes back to Hammond. Dangerous pass. It goes off the foot of Heichel. Santos finds Govin. Santos has it across the line. And it's just off the foot of Watson. Bentley throw in. A throw in for Bentley on the far side of the pitch. Govin, a long throw into the box, looking for a header. It goes right to Farinella. Final 10 minutes of the second half. Will we see a goal or extra time in the NE10 semifinals? Hammond. A foul going against Adelphi. Heichel sends a ball into the attacking zone, settled down by Betts. And Abbas can't keep it in. It's a Falcon throw-in. If this match goes to overtime, it's sudden death overtime. Brought back the golden goal in overtime last year for the first time since 2022. If no one scores after the first 10 minutes, we'll have a second overtime for 10 minutes. If no one scores there, PKs. Santos finds Higgins. Over to Govan. Govan back to Higgins. Higgins resets for the Falcons. Under 9 to play in the second half. Higgins lost it. Adelphi throw-in. Falcons get it back at midfield. Heichel finds Hammond. Valoria working on Blackton. Valoria and taken away by Nicolo. Gets the ball back to the center circle. Mullenhauer finds Santos. Santos. Valoria gets knocked down. Play continues. Heichel. Crowd wants an explanation. So does the Panthers. Appears to be a Adelphi ball. Clock continues to run. In the playoffs, we always talk about unsung heroes. Who will be the hero in the NE10 semifinals? Drahos scored for Bentley, his 7th goal of the season, first career NE10 playoff goal, and the first goal for Bentley in this decade in the postseason. And Augustin Soto tied the match for Adelphi. This match very similar to when these two teams faced off in the regular season. Bentley scoring first, Adelphi getting the equalizer. And now a free kick for the Panthers. Sam Nolan. Zach Spitznagel waiting to come on for the Falcons. And Ryan Holt waiting for the Panthers. Nolan into the box. Head away by Higgins. Bride gets a head on it. And cleared by Heichel. Nicolo taken away by Heichel. Here's Valoria in a 3-on-2. Valoria looking for space. Gets into the box. Loose. Bride couldn't pull the trigger. Panthers have it at midfield. DeBrose taken away by McKinnon. Panthers get it back. Over to Abbas. Abbas working on Page. Abbas looking for a cross. Page slides it away from him. Gets it over to Higgins. Higgins to midfield. Blackton chips it back in. Higgins goes off the foot of Soto. He can't keep it in. It's a Bentley throw-in as we approach the final 5 minutes of the second half. Will we see a goal or overtime in Waltham? A throw-in for the Falcons. McKinnon takes a seat along with Bride. Zach Spitznagel comes in. Higgins heads it forward. Santos, ball behind Govan. He gets to it. Working on a Jealous. Spitznagel. Mullenhauer finds Higgins. Soto knocks him down. And it's going against Bentley, the foul. Parker Higgins. It looked like from afar that Soto dragged Higgins down with 5:05 to go. This match coming down to the wire. One of these teams will head to the NE10 championship on Saturday. If Bentley wins, they'll host. If the Panthers win, they'll go on the road to either Southern New Hampshire or Franklin Pierce. Farinella sends it into the attacking zone. Govan has it. Soto. And it's knocked off his foot by Higgins. Under 5 to play in the second half. Game tied at 1. Spitznagel on the rush for the Falcons. Valoria. Can he get by a last defender? He slips. Valoria keeps his balance. Valoria open net. And it's off the side of the net. Valoria had a wide open net, and that possibly could have ended it. And it's a goal kick. And the crowd knows it. That could have been the dagger. Valoria got by Blackton. Clock continues to run, under 4 to play in the second half. Will there be a goal or overtime? Here's a chance for hold of Adelphi. Over to Abbas. Abbas working on Page. His cross blocked by Page. And a Panthers throw-in. Abbas throws it in. Abbas across into the box. It's loose. And a jealous couldn't handle it. It looked like Hall was going to come out of his net to cut off the cross. But a corner kick for Adelphi. Under 3 to play in the second half. A chance for the Panthers to possibly seal the deal. Across into the box, over the hand of Hall. He goes down hard. And a yellow card going against the Panthers. Appears the yellow card going against Ryan Holt, number 15. And Cam Hall is still down right now. The NE10 goalkeeper of the year is down, and the athletic trainer comes out. He lunged off his line to try to get a hand on the ball. The ball went over his hand. And the clock stops with 2:39 remaining. Logan Valoria had going back to the previous play. Got by the last defender, kept his balance. Farinella came out of his net, and Valoria missed the open net. Cam Hall this afternoon has made 3 saves. Ever since coming to the team last year, he has started in every match. He was named the NE10 Goalkeeper of the Year just 2 days ago. He gets up, he appears to be okay. .239 remaining. And we could see overtime between these two teams. Hall short pass to Hammond. Heavy pressure by Holt. Hammond finds Higgins. Now Santos off his foot. Ball back to midfield. Page gets it safely to Mollenhauer. Mollenhauer sends it into the attacking zone over the head of Valoria. Valoria settles it. Valoria harassed by Blackton. Page with the block keeps the ball alive for the Falcons. Spitznagel has it for the Falcons. 2 minutes remaining in the second half. Page looking for his options. Finds Valoria. Valoria works it back to Hammond. And it's out of bounds off the foot of Blackton. Bentley throw-in. Page finds Higgins. Higgins trying to get it to Valoria. It's off the foot of Holt. Hall creeping towards midfield. Govan throws in for Bentley. It's in the box. Head in the air by the Panthers. Hammond a chance. Drahos got a foot on it. Heichel heads it back into the box. Drahos trying to settle it. 1 minute remaining. Hammond fires off target. And Colin Walmsley comes in for the Panthers for the first time this afternoon. 50 seconds away from overtime between Bentley and Adelphi. Both teams have had chances to take the lead. Higgins heads it. Drahos couldn't settle it. Soto gets it over to Holt. Holt working on Heichel. Sends it far side. Govan gets it away from Magellis. And a heavy hit by Holt on Heichel. Clock stops with 24.3 seconds. And Heichel is down and a yellow card given to Ryan Holt. So a free kick for the Falcons with 24 seconds remaining in the second half. Mollenhauer boots it. Soto heads it away. Page gets it back for the Falcons. It goes off the head of Blackton. Higgins looking for separation. Final 10 seconds. Out of bounds. Panthers throw in. And this NE10 semifinals match is headed to overtime in Waltham, Massachusetts. And with that being said, we'll go over the overtime rules. We'll play 2 10-minute halves, and it's sudden death overtime. If a goal happens in the first half, this game is over. If no one scores in the 2 halves, we'll head to PKs. We'll step aside here on FloCollege. Both teams get 5 minutes to rest. Welcome back to Bentley Soccer Field in Waltham, Massachusetts. Overtime in the NE10 semifinals between Bentley and Adelphi. We'll play 2 10-minute halves. Sudden death. If no one scores, we'll head to PKs. Will it be deja vu all over again between these two teams? Adelphi winning in the NE10 quarterfinals on their home field last year against Bentley in PKs. Can Bentley get their revenge over the Panthers and punch their ticket to the NE10 championship? Or will Adelphi knock off the number 1 seed? It's a golden goal. The NCAA brought the golden goal back last year. They changed the rules after the 2022 season, and it went to FIFA standards in 2023, and then they brought it back to golden goal last year. The two captains, Mike Heichel and Andrew Watson, going to the ref. Adelphi will start with the ball. 10 minutes on the clock. Game tied at 1. The winner heading to the NE10 championship on Saturday. Let's see who will keep their season alive. Overtime. Valoria gets knocked down at the center circle by Soto. And the foul going against Adelphi. Valoria had the chance to end it with 5 minutes remaining. Got past 2 Panther defenders and missed the wide open net. Mullenhauer, free kick at the center circle. Short pass to Hammond. Hammond sends a ball into the box. Headed away by Soto. Drahos has it. Drahos across, looking for Higgins. Couldn't connect. Betts can't clear. Heavy pressure by Drahos. Panthers get it to midfield. Holt working on Mullenhauer. Long pass. Abbas. Abbas has a step on Govin. His shot blocked by Govin. Abbas gets it back. Looking for a cross. Heichel gets it to Hall. Off the head of Soto. Settled by Cardozo. Betts resets for the Panthers. He slips while passing it to Murphy. Valoria finds Higgins. Higgins trying to keep it alive. Panthers get it back, and the ball rolls to Hall. He comes out of his net to get it. 2 minutes have gone by in the first half of overtime. Valoria finds Santos. Santos over to Higgins. Higgins being harassed by Soto. Valoria working on Blackton. Valoria slips. Blackton has it for the Panthers. And Valoria is shaken up. He's limping right now. Play continues. And now a stoppage. Holt and Heichel battling. Valoria still limping at midfield, and a free kick for Adelphi. The last win for the Falcons against this Panthers team came in 2017, the last time the Falcons went to the NE10 championship. Betts sends it into the box, headed away by Mullenhauer. Abbas keeps it alive. Betts. It goes off Higgins, but the refs say the one closest to Betts says it went off him. A throw in for Bentley at their bench. Govin finds Drahos over to Santos. Gets it safely to Hammond. Hammond guides the ball to himself. Spitznagel working on Cardozo. And he works it back to Hammond. Mollenhauer has a lot of room in front of him. Finds Higgins. Back to Mollenhauer. Mollenhauer over to Valoria. It's off his body. Kicked in the air by Nolan. Govin heads it to Hammond. Hammond sends it long. Higgins keeps the ball in play. Higgins spin moves, sends it into the box, finds Santos. Santos sells it, shoots. It's blocked by Betts. Kept alive by Spitznagel. And it's knocked off his foot by Cardozo. A throw-in for the Falcons at the Panthers bench. Govin. Head in the air by the Panthers. Higgins settles it. Looking for space. Trying to get to Santos. And it's cleared by Holt. And a foul going against Adelphi. Ryan Holt. And the ref giving a warning to the Panthers bench. Final 5 minutes of overtime number 1. Who will get the golden goal? Mollenhauer over to Hammond at midfield. Hammond sends a ball into the box looking for Govin. Couldn't get a clean header on it. And it's a goal kick. There's been a lot of drama all season long at Bentley Soccer Field. Some late game goals, late game heroics. Who will be the hero in overtime this afternoon? Farinella sends the ball to midfield. Govin off the head of Spitznagel. Soto hits it high in the air. Holt trying to settle it. Gets knocked down by Mollenhauer. Heichel gets over to Higgins. He gets by Soto with a move. Hammond finds Higgins. Higgins has a lot of room in front of him. On the run, Valoria. He stays onside. Valoria has it. Makes a move. Sends it into the box. Looking for Heichel, but he couldn't get to it. And it's cleared by Abbas. Mollenhauer being harassed by Holt. Gets it over to Hall. And Hall just kicks it back to Mollenhauer. Final 3 minutes of the first overtime. Bentley having some momentum. Mollenhauer boots it into the attacking zone. Higgins settles it. Gets knocked down by Nicolo and cleared by Abbas. Santos. Higgins gets a foot on it. And it's taken away by Betts. Betts sends it to midfield. Mollenhauer in a tangle up with Holt. It goes back to Betts of Adelphi. Betts lofts it. Mollenhauer gets the separation on Holt. Gets it to Higgins. Betts looking for Holt. Heichel in a battle with Abbas. 2 minutes remaining in the first overtime. Adelphi trying to beat Bentley in the postseason for the second straight year. And a free kick for the Panthers. Under 2 to play in the first overtime. Betts sends it into the box. Kicked away by Spitznagel. Headed back in by Watson. Govin has it. Now Santos. And it's off the foot of Abbas. Approaching the final minute of overtime number 1. Govin sends the ball to midfield. Drahos gets by Watson. Drahos in the attacking zone. Trying to get the angle on Nicolo. Nicolo cuts him off. And Blackton just kicks the ball out of bounds to not allow a corner kick. It'll be a Falcon throw-in as Drahos is shaken up for the Falcons. The clock stops, 38.4 seconds remaining. And the concern right now is for Lucas Drahos. Started the scoring for Bentley this afternoon. And with this extra time, cramps will become an issue for both teams. Valoria stretching out the legs of Drahos. And now the athletic trainer comes out. Last season, the NE10 quarterfinals, the Panthers won 8-7 in PKs over the Falcons in Garden City, New York. Now, a year later, these two teams facing off in the NE10 semifinals. The Panthers trying to get to their 4th NE10 championship in program history. They joined the NE10 in 2013. And they are 8-2-4 all time against Bentley. The 3rd all-time meeting between these two teams as Drahos takes a seat, limping to the sideline, and Bride comes in. So a throw-in for the Falcons, 38.4 seconds remaining in the first overtime. Govin, long throw into the box. Bride, the header, it's loose. Valoria has it. It's blocked by Betts. Govin gets it back, sends it into the box. Santos slips, and it goes out of bounds for a goal kick. Final 10 seconds of the first overtime. And the Panthers will just run out the clock. And we are headed to double overtime between Bentley and Adelphi. Both teams will have 2 minutes for a rest. And we'll put 10 more minutes on the clock. If no one scores, we're heading to PKs. We'll step aside here on FloCollege. Welcome back to Bentley Soccer Field in Waltham, Massachusetts. You're watching NE10 postseason soccer on FloCollege. Rich Rosa with you. Double overtime between Bentley and Adelphi. The Falcons trying to get to the NE10 championship for the first time since 2017. The Panthers trying to get there for the first time since 2018. 10 minutes on the clock. If no one scores, we're headed to penalty kicks. These two teams last year went to PKs. Panthers victorious 8-7. And then they eventually lost to the defending NE10 champions, Southern New Hampshire, in the semifinals 4-0 in Manchester, New Hampshire. So New Hampshire was the 1 seed last year. And Bentley, they were the regular season champs. First time they won the regular season title since 1995. Trying to win their first NE10 championship since 1994. They'll start with the ball. We are underway for the second overtime. Blackton heads it. Spitznagel trying to go to Santos. Cardozo sends the ball into the attacking zone. Hammond sends it back to Hall. Valoria triple teamed. Page finds Higgins. Higgins has to retreat. Kicks it to Hall. Hall finds Mullenhauer. Mullenhauer. Santos gets dragged down. No foul called. Hammond. Headed by Mullenhauer. Bride looking for separation on Soto. Higgins gets a foot on it. Mullenhauer clears. Ball sent back into the attacking zone. Holt. And Hammond gets out of harm's way. Higgins finds Govin. Spitznagel lost it, being chased by Cardozo. Spitznagel in trouble. Finds Heichel. And a handball called on Heichel. And a free kick for the Panthers. A little over 90 seconds have gone by in overtime number 2. Clock continues to run. Final 8 minutes of overtime. Ball sent to the box. It's loose, and it's off the foot of Higgins. Panthers throwing at their bench. Watson will throw it in for Adelphi. Watson sends it into the box. Headed away by Spitznagel. Holt gets it back. Valoria comes in to help. Hammond challenges him. Holt across. And it's over the net. Goal kick. The Bentley defense surrounded the Panthers offense. There were just no open looks in front of the net. Hall sends it to midfield off the head of Heichel. Soto finds Nolan. Nolan works it far side of the field. Heavy pressure by Bride, and the Panthers have to work it back to their keeper, Farinella. Cardozo. Great defense by Page. Valoria has it for the Falcons. Valoria finds Higgins. He keeps it in play. Higgins puts on the brakes. Finds Spitznagel. Spitznagel over to Santos and broken up. And cleared by Nolan. Hammond gets the ball away from Agelis. Mullenhauer sends into the attacking zone, and it's off the head of Blackton. If Valoria got it, it might have been offside. And a corner kick for the Falcons. Approaching the final 5 minutes of the second overtime. Crowd on their feet. Valoria, the corner kick for the Falcons. Valoria into the box. It's headed away by Holt. And the refs say Panthers ball. Lucas Draho still on the sideline for the Falcons. He was dealing with some cramps. And let's see if he comes back in this overtime. He's now stretching out his legs with the athletic trainer. 4:57 to go. And Farinella launches it to midfield. Off the head of Nicolo. Higgins taken away by Soto. Nolan gets away from Heichel. Betts taken away by Govin. Mullenhauer finds Spitznagel. Over to Valoria. Valoria slips. Panthers want a handball, and they get one. Clock continues to move now. 4:20 remaining. Valoria gets called for the handball. And he just slipped. And the ball fell on his arm. A free kick for the Panthers. Lucas Nicolo will take the free kick. Nicolo sends the ball high into the box, headed away by Hammond. The ball goes to the corner. Hammond tried to clear, and now he does. Sent back in by the Panthers. Govin has it and lets the ball, trying to let it roll out of bounds. It stays in play. Govin gets it. Gets by Betts. Govin finds Spitznagel. Spitznagel at the center circle. Finds Valoria. Valoria working on Blackton. Puts on the brakes. Over to Santos. Back to Valoria. Valoria lost the ball. Cardozo stepped in front of him. Soto gets it to the far side of the field. Valoria is still down. Ball sent into the box, and it's caught by Hall. Just rolls it out to Hammond. Higgins finds Page. Back to Higgins. A great sliding tackle by Soto. Kept alive by Page. Hammond has it. Being harassed by Agelis. And Agelis gets called for the foul. Approaching the final 2 minutes of overtime. Will we see a goal, or we will head to PKs? Page over to Bride. Finds Valoria. Valoria. And it's knocked off his foot by Nicolo. And Nicolo is shaken up. So So a throw in for the Falcons with 1:38 remaining in overtime. Govan throws it into the box. Bride heads it. Valoria gets it back, slips. Blackton overran the ball. Govan has it. And a great tackle by Cardozo. Mullenhauer sends it far side of the pitch to Spitznagel, and it's cleared by Betts. Nolan can't get by Heichel. Out of bounds. Bentley throw in. Final minute of overtime. Bride finds Santos. Santos keeps it alive. But now out of bounds. Panthers throw in as Colin Walmsley comes in. And he replaces Jad Abbas. 42.2 seconds remaining in overtime number 2. Hammond hits it high in the air, out of bounds. .25 seconds remaining. Hammond kicks it. Valoria has it at midfield, trying to get by Soto. It goes back to Hammond. He lifts it past the center circle, and it's off the foot of Soto. Valoria throws it in. Bride has it. Final 5 seconds. Far Inella has it, and he drop kicks it, and we are headed to PKs in Waltham. These two teams faced off in the postseason last year in the NE10 quarterfinals. The Panthers won in PKs. Can they do it again against the Falcons? Or will the Falcons get their revenge and get to the NE10 championship? We'll step aside here on FloCollege. Welcome back to Bentley Soccer Field. Penalty kicks in the NE10 semifinals between Bentley and Adelphi. We'll have a coin toss to see who will kick first. It's been a hard-fought battle this afternoon between these two teams, and both teams had a chance to end it in the second half of regulation. So Andrew Watson, Michael Heichel, the coin toss at midfield. And We'll see who will kick first. We'll have 5 rounds. And then it will be sudden victory if the game is still tied after 5 rounds of penalty kicks. For Bentley, head coach Gary Crompton, the message all season long has been about the mission, getting to the NE10 championship. The Falcons win in penalty kicks. They'll head to the NE10 championship for the first time since 2017. Adelphi won in PKs last year against Bentley in the NE10 quarterfinals. This time, if Adelphi wins, they're headed to the championship game for the first time since 2018. Cam Hall, 3 saves. Andrea Farinella, 1 save. Bentley will kick first, as a massive crowd has gathered at Bentley Soccer Field. The Falcons first bring out Zach Spitznagel, the junior from Williston, Vermont. Consoli shoots and scores, fooling Cam Hall. And Consoli lets Hall hear it at the end. Heading to the second round of penalty kicks. Logan Valoria had a chance to end it in regulation with 4 minutes remaining. Can he give the Falcons the lead? Valoria stopped by Farinella. Farinella read it all the way and got his right hand on the shot from Valoria. Steven Betts, the second kicker for Adelphi, the grad student from Plainview, New York. And the ball seemed like it rolled off the line. Crowd on their feet. Betts shoots over the net. He misses. Both teams do not score in the second round of PKs. We head to the third round, tied at 1. And the Falcons bring out their senior captain, Mike Heichel, the NE10 Player of the Year. Heichel also made the NE10 All-Conference first team this year. Heichel shoots, he scores! Falcons back in front, thanks to Mike Heichel. The Panthers trying to tie it. Stopped by Hall! Cam Hall denies Ryan Holt. We head to the fourth round. Falcons get a 2-goal cushion. Parker Higgins, the senior forward from Stockholm, New Jersey. 2 career goals. Can he give the Falcons a 2-goal lead in PKs? Higgins shoots. Wide open. Buries it. Left side of the net. The Panthers need to score to keep their season alive. They bring out Richard DeBrose, the senior forward from Elmont, New York. He came to Adelphi in 2023. DeBrose shoots, and it's off the hand of Hall and in. We head to the fifth round of PKs. The Falcons bring out Win Hammond. If he scores, the Falcons head to the NE10 championship for the first time since 2017. Hammond shoots. He scores! Win Hammond, the senior defender from Pawcatuck, Connecticut, sends Bentley to the NE10 championship for the first time since 2017. He wins it in PKs. The Falcons survive and win 4-2 in PKs. And the Falcons head to the NE10 championship for the 8th time in program history. They will host the NE10 championship on Saturday with kickoff at 1 p.m. Both teams now shake hands. And the Falcons get their revenge from last year and knock off Adelphi. And Adelphi losing in the semifinals for the second straight year. They lost last year to Southern New Hampshire on the road. And Bentley beats them in PKs. What a game by both teams. And the Falcons will have a date with either Franklin Pierce or Southern New Hampshire. Kickoff between those two teams will be at 7 p.m. in prime time on FloCollege in Manchester, New Hampshire. And while we have a moment, we'll preview the match between the two rivals, Franklin Pierce and Southern New Hampshire. What a storyline of just a rivalry between the two squads. Fourth meeting in the last 5 years between the Penmen and the Ravens. The Ravens have won all 3 meetings in this decade. The last one came in 2023 where the Ravens won 6-5 in PKs. The Penmen, this is the first meeting at their home field. And the Penmen trying to defend their NE10 crown and get back to the NE10 championship for the second straight year. The Ravens trying to get back to the championship game for the 4th time in 5 years. But for Franklin Pierce and Southern New Hampshire, 2 great coaches. It's going to be a great one in Manchester, New Hampshire. Let's see what happens tonight. And Bentley will definitely be watching. But right now they celebrate. Ranked 11th in the country. Won the regular season championship for the first time since 1995. And now they have a chance to play for the NE10 championship for the first time in 8 years. This is the 3rd trip to the championship for head coach Gary Crompton. The 2025 NE10 Coach of the Year will try to get his first title. That does it for us here at Bentley Soccer Field. The Falcons win it in penalty kicks over the Panthers. For Kyle Mack, our producer, and the rest of our crew, Joe on Live Stats, Rich Rose is saying so long from Waltham, Massachusetts. Falcons punch their ticket to the 2025 NE10 Championship they'll host on Saturday at 1 p.m. Have a good rest of your evening.